Hello, you're back with Beatle. We're back on Survivor.io. Today we're going to be checking out the kunai. Managed to find a better quality one, so we're going to be comparing that against the revolver and the katana. And we're going to be jumping into City Park Trial Mode, number 1. So Fury monsters gain haste, so it will just be like Chapter 2, except they move a lot quicker. And we have the kunai out at the moment. We should start with an upgrade, and we do. We'll get the Durian here. I think is probably the best. And yeah, we'll see how the kunai goes. So I actually started out with the kunai, and I really liked it. I then got the katana. In fact, I got the baseball bat, which I tried once, hated it, and will probably never go back. Then I got the katana. The katana was sort of an in-between. I'll just get the soccer ball here, I think. The katana was a nice in-between from the bat and sort of a longer range gun, so like the kunai. And I do like the katana. It's got very good group killing power. Katana is nice that you don't have to worry about any sort of aiming or anything like that. Let's get the boomerang here. I'm not a big fan of the laser launcher. Yeah, so I quite like that you don't have to aim. Recently been using the revolver. The damage of the revolver is actually really strong. It does keep up with some of the evolutioned weapons like the boomerang, the Durian, not quite the whistling arrow or the one-iron ton, as both of those are probably the strongest, and as well as the destroyer. So hopefully in this episode we're going to see how the kunai does compared to some of those, and also how easy it is to use, because with the revolver you obviously you have to pretty much sort of aim at where you're shooting. Here you can just sort of constantly run around. It's a lot easier to use. It's I wouldn't go as far as to say more enjoyable, but with the revolver I found it not so much more stressful, but you've got to concentrate a lot more on the game. You've got to play a lot more tactically. You've got to be able to sort of get far enough away from enemies, stop, turn, shoot at them. So it might do more damage, but it depends on what your playstyle is as well, I suppose. Let's get the RPG. I don't think we're going to get lucky to find both drones, and I don't want to be stuck with one, so we'll just get the RPG there. We've got one weapon slot to go, and we'll carry on trying to get some of these Evo weapons up. But yes, let's see how it does. Have we missed a chest here? That must have died very quickly. I think we're going to be leveled up enough to be able to complete this relatively easy. If it's just that they move a bit quicker, I don't think we should have any issues. But let's see how we go on. I think it's also with magnet there. Should give us a level up or two. Let's get the lightning as our final weapon. Quite like the lightning, to be fair. And we'll get it again. We don't have the brick, so we don't need that. Let's get the Durian. Let's keep everything upgraded. Bomb there as well. Try and get that. So I think the kunai is probably going to be my favourite of the starting weapons, at least so far. I just like the fact that you don't have to worry about aiming, but it depends on how much damage it does. I think when you start off, at least with the revolver, you get around 50 to 60% of all the damage is done with that revolver. I don't think the kunai is going to be as high as that to start off with, but we'll check it around the 3-minute mark, as that's where the revolver sort of shines at the beginning, just because it does so much damage. Let's just double check here. Oh, it does. It's a 43 and then soccer ball is second. Okay. So it might just be down to personal preference. And I think just the way I play the game, I think kunai for me is a bit easier. Especially when you're sort of facing bosses and things. We do have the football, so I'll get the movement speed here just so we've got the Evo ready for that. Yeah, so when you're facing bosses and things, sometimes with the revolver it's difficult to try and shoot, depending on if they're sort of fast moving or what have you. It can be difficult to aim. Kunai, everything is just sort of done for you. You just need to worry about moving and dodging where you need to go. So kunai for me is probably going to be my favourite. We'll do a final comparison at the end. I just realised, was that a boss wave? at 3 minutes. Is this going to be shorter? Actually, I can't remember what just happened there. But yeah, we'll just carry on, see what happens. I also realised on the damage per second. Let me just get this magnet and get a level up. Hopefully, let's get the. We do have the RPG and the Durian, so we'll get the fuel. We'll get the lightning emitter there. We'll get the RPG. It just helps with stronger enemies. Oh, so they don't actually have the DPS. I'm thinking of Heroes v Hordes. Total damage, yeah. So it's more based on as well. It's how long you've had the weapon as well. Obviously, if you've had something from the start, like the kunai, that's why it's probably higher percentage than some of the others that have only more recently been acquired. So you just got to sort of take that with a pinch of salt, I suppose. But the longer you play, the more accurate the data would be. So that is just worth bearing in mind. But so far, so good in terms of the level. I don't think it'll be too tricky. It is only the Chapter 2 trial mode, so I don't think that we'll have any issues there. I think we should have the first boss appearing in around 10 seconds. Let's get that magnet. Is that going to give us another level? It does. We'll get the... Ooh, we'll have to get the ninja scroll, I think, just so I know I've got the Evo upgrade as and when that comes on. Wow, the enemies are getting destroyed here. And as you can see, yeah, so not that it would have been tricky anywhere else, but you don't have to sort of stop and aim at the boss. It just sort of shoots no matter which way you're facing. Boomerang sports shoes, Koga scroll sports shoes, and soccer ball. Wow. Let's get the kunai here. Also, I absolutely love the Evo upgrade for the kunai. It's pretty much just non-stop kunais being chucked around. It does a lot of damage, so big fan of that. What I'll do, I'll just speed this up maybe to next level ups or next boss, whichever comes first, probably the couple of level ups, but I'll just make the video not 20 minutes as we're all just sort of here to see how much damage that the kunai does and how easy it is to play. So yeah, I'll fast forward this bit and I'll catch you at the next level up. That didn't take long. I don't have the drill, so I won't get that. I'll take the boomerang and we'll carry on. There we go, level up. Let's get the high power magnet, just so we've got the boomerang Evo upgrade as and when we get that far. I think I'm actually missing quite a few of these gems, to be fair, but there's just so many enemies on the screen, it's hard to go back and get them. But I think, oh, here we go. Magnet is what was required there. Well, I might have to get the energy cube, just so then we've got Evo upgrades, I think, for all of our weapons ready to go. Boomerang is one off, so we'll get the boomerang and hopefully get that Evo upgrade next time. We'll get the lightning there just because that's next closest. We'll get the rocket just because it's the only weapon. And there it is, Spirit Shuriken, in and out like a ghost. That is the boomerang Evo upgrade. Let's get the RPG as that is next closest. Let's get the soccer ball. Yeah, I don't have the drill, so that is all good. Geez, how many levels did we get here? Let's get the lightning there as well. And that was the last one, okay. Next magnet though, we'll get that. Maybe should have waited a bit longer. Wow, how much was still on the floor? Wow. Let's get the Durian, that's the only weapon there. Let's get the Supercell. That is the lightning Evo upgrade. We'll get the next magnet as well, another level up, flying. Let's get the RPG. And that was it. Right, maybe we'll settle down for a while. Oh my god, there's another magnet. Why not? We'll get it. 4 magnets in a row. Let's get the magnetic rebounder. That is the boomerang upgrade. I think we got one before and I said it was the boomerang upgrade, but maybe I was mistaken. I think it was the Spirit Shuriken upgrade, looking at him firing that fast. There was too many upgrades to realise what was going on. Let's get the next magnet. Wow. Let's get the Durian. I don't have the brick. And there we go. We'll get the bomb. We're going to get another magnet. Not that lucky, unfortunately. But yeah, let's carry on. Next upgrade, I will see you then. There we go, Shark Morgon, which is the RPG upgrade. I just thought with the zombies incoming, I would try and collect a few of these gems, get a few level ups just in case, but realistically we are in absolutely zero danger of dying or even taking any damage by the looks of it. There's barely anything on the screen. Let's get the soccer ball. It's very close to an Evo upgrade. We'll get the bomb there just to kill everything. The few things remaining that we're actually able to get on the screen without dying in time. And we'll just carry on collecting these gems. Interesting to see what, oh no, the bomb here, what weapons will have done the most damage, because I think we've actually done quite well in upgrading the weapons with plenty of time, so they've got time to sort of settle in and catch up, so it should be quite a fair representation of the amount of damage done. We'll get the soccer ball here relatively. I mean, obviously, the jury in there was level 4, whilst we've had Evo upgrades for a lot of different things already. But the quicker we can do that, by the time we check towards the end, it should have all been as fair as we can get it, really, without cheating. Let's get the quantum ball here. And another magnet. Do we get another level up with that? It's not quite. It was a bit too soon, but we'll take this chap's chest, spin it on the lucky train. We're getting 3 upgrades here, 2 cooldowns, and an experience gain. So not quite a weapon, but I'll take the 3 free upgrades if I can get my words out. So let's see what the kunai is capable of doing damage wise. We'll get the jaw in there, so that's also 1 now off Evo. I think that's the only one that hasn't been Evo upgraded, in fact. So hopefully once that is Evo upgraded, that is everything doing damage, and then it's just the comparison at the end. But in terms of ease of use, the kunai has got to be number 1. So I definitely recommend it if you're sort of struggling to use some of the other ones. Let's get the bomb first, then the magnet and the level up, and there it is, Caltrops, and that's the Jorian. We don't really need the HP, don't really need the other one, to be honest. Let's just get the experience gain for now. Yeah, so with the bat, obviously that's very short range, and it's that boss got absolutely destroyed. Wow. So yeah, the bat's really close range. So if you're struggling, I don't recommend you using the bat. I think it's probably got quite high damage. I don't think these really matter at this stage. But I think it only attacks sort of side to side, which can make it tricky. The katana does a lot of, it has a bigger area, and you can, wherever you're facing, it sort of shoots backwards and forwards from there. So if you're being chased, it will still hit enemies, and obviously if you're running at enemies, it will sort of swipe in front of you as well. It is a bit easy to use from what I've seen. None of them are that great for what I need, but I guess we'll just get the damage reduced just in case. I thought I was going to get another level up there, I didn't. But the kunai, obviously, especially looking at it now, it's just sort of fires very continuous shurikens at enemies, auto aims, and for me it's the easiest one to use. So as long as the damage is up there, the revolver managed to keep up with the caltrops, with the boomerang, and the shark maul gun. I think there were a couple that were ahead of it, but so long as the kunai can do that, I'll be happy to stick with the kunai. Let's get the damage reduced here, just in case any big surprises come along the way. We don't randomly die for any reason, not that I think we're in any danger. And yeah, let's just fast forward it now until a bit closer to the end, and then we'll do the final check, and just to see what the kunai is like. So I'll see you in a minute or two. There we go, we'll finally move. Got a bit bored just standing still, but I will have cut that out of the video for you, just so you've not had to witness me standing still for the past 3 minutes. But as you can see, a lot of gems have built up over the course of me standing there. I haven't actually had to move, so relatively easy, but there's going to be a million level ups within all these gems here, so I might not even have to move. I'll just try and get fully leveled up, and then I'll try not to collect them, just so because you don't really get anything from them. But once I'm just about there, geez, there is a lot of gems. There were a lot of enemies that you will have not been able to see, just because I didn't want to leave the last sort of 4 minutes of me just standing still in a video. I thought it might be worth standing still. There we go. So we're fully leveled up. 30 seconds to go. Let's do the final check. I suppose we'll save it till a bit closer to the end. But yeah, this is crazy. I can't believe they don't offer coins when you're fully upgraded. That seems a bit odd. But there we go. Let's have a look now. Kunai Spirit Shuriken is first, sort of by a considerable distance, really, because the others are relatively similar, sort of between 10 to 18%. Caltrops is last, which actually surprises me. The Shark Morgan is second. Interesting. Quantum Ball. I wonder what the Whistling Arrow would have been, or the Destroyer. Destroyer is usually at the end around 27 to 30-ish%, and I think that's the best one. So Spirit Shuriken, as well as being the easiest to use, potentially is also one of the highest damages. I think it has done more than the Revolver, and it's easier to use. So I think for me, that is my mind at rest, that I'm going to stick with the Kunai as much as I can. I think it is the best one for me to use, both my playstyle and damage wise. Will I have to move for him? Let's see if I don't have to. I don't have to. So there we go. A lot of level ups not needed. There we go. Chapter 2 completed. Something to do with piggy bank, but not needed. And then we go. We'll just take this chest from City Park, 200 gems. That was quite easy, so I might do some of these off screen, as I don't think there'll be much to talk about, but we'll see it when we get there. But there we go. Kunai, very good. If you've got this far, please do like or subscribe. It is very much appreciated, especially as I'm a small channel looking to grow. Subscriptions absolutely critical, so thank you so much for those who have subscribed, and if you can hit that button, that would be much appreciated, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks a lot.